that's a hard one. I think Murray Bingham winning the Australian Championship back in 1973, probably my favourite memory of the event.
Probably the view here is good. When we used to start down the bottom beach, it was great. You were right next to all the nice girls and the bikinis down there, but it made a really good day, really good social day. We were closer together down the bottom. Up here it's a little bit of a struggle.
Oh no, I've tackled a few different corners with a few different angles.
Making sure the P76 fitted into the pinch.
And does it?
Just a little bit to spare either side, but not much.
It's got to be that Falcon probably doing massive burnouts up the whole track, just hanging it out. But I think it's just the location. I mean, you couldn't get asked for a better location for a hill climb.
Oh, the fun enjoyments of running around it. Just it's a very inspirational track, not like any other track.
1951, when I was 11 years old, and I came up with my father and watched Ron Ward and a few of the others in their TC specials going up, and I don't think it was that year, I think a couple of years later it rained, and that was very exciting too, because it was all wet with the skinny tyres and spinning all over the place they were, and it was quite impressive watching them come up round the bogey hole corner there in the old TCs hanging on. I've got photos from that period actually.
Favourite memory of King Edward Park is coming here as a kid and watching the cars go up. I think it's one of those things that inspires kids to actually want to participate in a motorsport. So.
Unofficially beating Stephen's record, but I'm trying to do it today. So.
Running my export panel van here about 30 years ago.
Favourite memory at King Edward is competing here last year. Did well and had a ball, and it's got to be the best, most beautiful hill climb in the state series, and we'll miss it a lot.
Coming into the hairpin, missing a gear, right on the hairpin, full noise in third, and then snapping back straight into second, right on the corner, mad brakes, which they don't work, and quickest time I've ever done.
Coming over the finish line with my heart coming out my throat.
Sideways through the hairpin in a rotten old Escort, loving it. Bugger the times, just into it, yeah. Handbrake coming in and just slide it out.
This is it, this is my debut.
You're a virgin?
Yes, yeah, last event is my first, so we'll see what happens.
What are you most scared about?
What the hell to do at the pinch. First, second, crunch.
Well, I haven't been here for about 12 years, so last time I was here we drove on the long start track, so yeah. And driving up here this morning I couldn't remember, and I saw how tight the pinch was. I said, man, I can't remember it being that tight. So
To see the whales. Oh, there's a racetrack too. Yeah.
When I made the top 10, probably in the club day. Yeah.
Just being here.
Probably breaking the state record. Yeah.
Great spot, great hill, great outlook on the ocean.
I was the clerk of the course 9 days before the rock fell, and the council were emphatic that we should never run from the bottom of the Newcastle South Beach when it rains. It was raining 9 days before the rock fell, and I was the clerk of the course, and the rock didn't fall for another 9 days. So I was very, very lucky.
Fiat. Well, Fiat.
Tell me about the Fiat.
You know about the Fiat, don't you?
No.
Record holder, fastest sedan up King Edward Park on the long track. Scary stuff. 135 or 34 into the pinch.
Oh, it'd have to be the pinch. It's got to be the pinch.
I've just been here, the people. Yep. And especially the officials putting everything on and putting it all together.
Probably when I come through the pinch and took out my top wishbone on the car.
Looking the brakes going towards the end sandbags,
at the pinch. That's it. That's it. Everywhere else is under control. Oh, cross up over the top, coming over the finish line.
Just going close to that arm going up through the pinch. Have to be, wouldn't it?
Hit the sandbags a couple of times. Hope it's not going to be today.
First run ever. First last corner, second last corner, and then took the right hand front, left hand front wheel off it. The first run ever here. That matched Silverdale. The first run ever at Silverdale took the right hand front wheel on the first corner. Had to even up. That's in memories.
Definitely the pinch. It's always an interesting one. Coming in there either too quick or it creeps up on you, or later on in the afternoon when the sun's right on top of it and you can't see where it is.
I haven't had a scary moment. I've had many enjoyable moments. It's just been an absolutely fabulous venue to go and use as Hillclimb to compete. It always has been terrific.
Coming up through the pinch, round the chicane, around the right-hander toward the hairpin, snapped an axle, rear axle, speared me sideways into the telegraph pole. That wasn't one of my most favourite memorable moments.
Just going through the hairpin. Burnouts at the start in front of the police. It's really good, and yeah, just atmosphere, lovely. Yeah.
Sailing into the pinch with a broken brake pedal.
What happened?
Straight through the sandbags. And nobody believed me. They reckon that was just a bad driving. And when we looked down, the brake pedal where the Falcon was, where it had been welded, and just as I put my foot down, it curved in and went in up against the firewall. I had no brakes.
I never had one.
I guess my scariest moment would be when Ian Best driving a little Fiat 500 with a six-cylinder straight six-cylinder Holden motor in the mid-engine, mid-mounted, went through the wooden rails right here where our start line is now, and got hung up in the bidoo bush just above the tank traps. Murray Bingham was commentating, and he said he's crashed, he's gone through the rail and he's into the ocean. And I was at that stage down in the bottom pits, which were down at Newcastle South Beach, and couldn't see any of it. So I jumped in the car, came up as quickly as I could, and when I got up here I said there were a number of people that had come down out of the crowd to see what had happened. I said, "Where's the driver?" And he was up on the footpath and he said, "I'm here."
Oh, that's easy. I'm barreling into the pinch, full noise, front wheel clips a sandbag on the inside, goes right up on two wheels and just hangs there at 45 degrees. I've got time to think, oh, this will be all right. I've got that spare shell at home in the driveway. A week before, I'd done the same thing on a rally and I was peed off because there was no one there to get a photograph. King Edward Park gave me the photograph that I'd always wanted. There's certain notoriety and not a mark on the car.
A bunch of cement bags shoved all over me because the barrier hit the cement bags. And
What hit the barrier?
It was a twin turbo, it was GTO Chrysler. Yeah.
Right.
Mate, and it ended up at the telegraph post on the other side of the promenade here. Yeah, so mate, and I was sort of covered in cement bags. Cement dust right in front of the ambulance. Yeah. Mate,
That must have happened pretty fast.
It was very quick.
Yeah.
Very quick.
And what did you think when you sort of woke up with the sandbags all over you after the car hit them?
I had the camera still in my hand. But it actually turned off with the dust of the...
Oh, just the best hill climb in Australia. You know, they're all good fun, but this is just the best.
I think the actual venue, the scenery off the site, and the layout of the circuit itself. You couldn't get another circuit I don't think that's got a pinch for a start, where you step from one elevation up to another, and the way it twists back on itself.
The effort that goes into putting this park up by the people and competitors, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. People getting together, and the event itself. It's a world-class event. World-class.
The atmosphere, the scenery, the competition, the friendship.
Oh, just the whole big deal. It's just such a buzz with the crowd on the hill and the beautiful backdrop, and yeah, just miss the whole lot.
I just miss the whole idea that we've been coming here. I won't miss the sandbags and the Armco assemblies. That's nice to have behind us. But I guess the camaraderie in putting the sandbags together in the early days, and probably the worst thing I can remember is when we filled all the sandbags and had them all stacked in the gun pit, which is no longer here, just down on the hill here. And then it rained all the week before, and all our sandbags got wet, and we had to start all over again 3 or 4 days before the event. And then we had to dig out all the sodden sandbags out of the gun pit.
Well, I think it's just the location and the atmosphere, I think so, yeah. And the crowds down the bottom, I remember that quite.
All the work involved in getting to it. It's the hardest hill climb to get to, for me, even though I live in Newcastle.
It's my 28th run, so obviously not running next year.
Have you got it sorted out yet?
No.
Everything. I love the place.
What will you miss most about King Edward Park?
Everything. I love the place.